Hello there guys, we're back on Isle of Man TT. I've just been trying to do no driver line. Oh shit, I was about a minute down and we was only about 7 minutes in. So I've just hit restart, so we're going to restart, but as soon as it starts I'm going to put my driver line back on because unfortunately I'm just not ready for it. Now the problem is, what I've been doing is looking at the line to see where I should slow down. Like when it goes red, I think, oh, maybe I should be cautious here, as opposed to looking at the stuff around me that's still going to be there when I take the line off. So I'm just going to have to start focusing on my braking points, learn where they are, and then turn the line off next time. So I wanted to make a video for you without the line on because I think the line is very, very ugly, but unfortunately I'm just not good enough. So I was with the Hegarty, but I think I might go back to... Oh, I can't, can I? Because I hit restart, so I'm still with him. I'm still with him. So it's Danny Hegarty, and we have... oh, for fuck's sake, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. Right, come on. Start, there we go. So we're with Daniel Hegarty, and which is a CBR 600RR, slightly different tuning spec to the one that I normally ride. But we've got the weather set to morning for a change because morning looks really, really beautiful compared to noon. The sun gets in your eyes a little bit sometimes, so it's not as easy. But I just thought it'd be nice, especially with the driver line off. But now I've gone and turned it back on and restarted. But yeah, it would be nice. But we're going to be pushing this very, very hard because I want to get a time equal to or better than what I did. Oh, fuck. Oh, I can't believe I got away with that. That was lovely. Yeah, the time that I did the other day, and it didn't record properly. Well, it didn't record at all. That was massively better than what I've done previous to that. So I want to try and get something like that again. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to be able to match that. It was on a slightly faster bike than this one, and it was also, in my opinion, there are a couple of places where I was like, holy fuck, that was amazing, and I don't think I'd ever be able to ride a bike like that again. Even after a lot of practice. So I was really fucking pushing it, and it paid off, it worked. But we'll see what happens. But I've got a couple of checkpoints in mind. I want to be on around about 10 minutes by the time we get to Sulby Bridge. And now that is asking something. To get to Sulby Bridge in 10 minutes is quite good. So if I do that, I'm going to be very pleased with myself. And I want to be, I know this is really stretching it, but I want to be under 16 minutes at the bungalow. No, I used to say 18 minutes. I want to be under 16 minutes at that fucking bungalow. So RMA4, your time used to be 15:40 at the bungalow. And I weren't far off that on that lap where it didn't record. So I'm kind of hoping that I can get close to it again and show you where I am. Didn't need to slow down as much as that there. But I like Danny's bike. It's nice. It's quite easy to handle. It seems to be not too bad with the acceleration. It's quite nice. Sounds good, which is obviously the most important thing. Doesn't look good. I much prefer Peter Hickman's bike. I think that one looks the best. Or the Norton. But the Norton is 1,000, isn't it? So we're not going to be doing that. Well, not yet. Maybe later. We're going alright so far. Oh, didn't need to slow down that much there. Come on, Daniel. Daniel-san. Wax on, wax off. Just wax on. No waxing off. Right, feels like it's going pretty good. Feels like it's going better than normal. Can't really say whether or not it's going better than what I'm going to call my mega lap, which I did do. I didn't get a friend to do it for me or anything, but yeah, I'm gonna start getting times like that regularly now. I'm starting to learn the track a little bit more. I'm starting to get a bit more confident. I'm getting the hang of the bikes, so that sub 20 minutes is going to become a regular thing, I think. And I can't play anything else. There's only this and the Outer Worlds and a snooker game that have been installed properly. Everything else hasn't installed. It says it's installed, and then you go to play it, and it doesn't work. If you've just watched my video about the rest of this game rather than just this race, I'm not sure, but I think I might have told you all of that on that video. I can't remember if I did or not. It's because I stop and start recording so often, I don't know what I have and haven't said. So I often think to myself, am I repeating myself? Or was that on a video that didn't get uploaded? So yeah, that happens a lot. So although I don't actually do editing, as you've probably noticed, my editing consists of either I'm going to upload this video or I ain't going to upload it and I've got to do it all again. I don't cut bits out, I just fuck the entire thing off and then I just start again. So, which probably takes me longer than actually editing would, because I have to do all the bloody gaming again, whatever it is. I have to go back to an old save. And then it feels weird because I'm normally saying stuff that I've already said and it doesn't seem spontaneous, whereas the first time it was. I have to think of all new jokes. So I can't tell you ones that I've already told you, even though you didn't hear them. Ah! Right, when we get up here, we should be able to see the beauty of the sun. Oh, it's a fucking bit of a cloudy day, isn't it? So maybe we won't. Yeah, I think probably they'll add rain on the next one. That'll be a fucking nightmare. Really will. I think we might be on target for about 10 minutes at the bridge. Maybe a touch over, maybe a 10 minute and 8 or 9 or 10 seconds, somewhere around there, going over the bridge maybe. I hope we're on target for it, I really do. So if we get a sub 10 minutes at the bridge, that's really, really promising for a sub 20 minutes at... Oh, you know, I've only just realised that 10 minutes is half of 20 minutes, so that bridge must be about the halfway point then. Never thought about that before, but yeah, so Sulby Bridge is probably around about halfway around the track. I was a bit nervous that I'm going to leave the road there and lose control. Seems to be going pretty good so far. Have I fallen off yet? I'm not sure. Don't think I have I? I really don't know. I don't know whether I fell off on my previous thing where I had the driver line switched off. Well, I know I fell off on that one, but I don't know whether or not I've fallen off on this one yet. Don't think I have. I hope not. A clean lap would be absolutely brilliant. Right, we've got to keep pushing it though. When you haven't fallen off for a very long time on this game, you fall into the trap. Oh, you don't have to slow down much here. You fall into the trap of starting to drive a little over cautiously, thinking, oh my god, I'm going to get a clean lap. And that's not what you want to do. When you drive cautiously, you lose so much time, it's insane. It's better to just push it as hard as you can, and then if you do fall off, you've normally made up the time anyway. It's like, it just seems to be a lot faster just to push it and fall off a couple of times than to hold back and then not actually fall off your bike. I know that you wouldn't think so, but it certainly seems that way when I've looked at my own times on the way I've been playing it. Be careful. Oh, beautiful. You have to be very careful there. Well, Danny Hegarty's... Not Danny Hegarty, what am I talking about? Is the love child of Peter... No, I'm thinking of Peter Hickman. I'm going mental. What's this person's name? It is Hegarty. It is Danny Hegarty, isn't it? Of course it is. Right, so Daniel Hegarty seems to be doing pretty good. Why did I speak? And who put that fucking tree there? That's annoying. Right, now I know I've fallen off and this is no longer a clean lap at all. Damn. And I was going really slow around there as well. I think when you start to be a bit overcautious and you go too slow, it doesn't flow properly. Let's get a nice jump over the bridge. Got a minute to get to the end of Sulby Straight. That's quite some distance in 1 minute. Whoa. And the beginning of Sulby Straight is really fucking bendy. I really don't like the beginning of it very much. Once you get onto it, it's nice, but they're just leading up to it, these little bends round here, little windy roads. Alright, last little bend coming up, and then we've got the straight. 20 seconds to get down this big long straight. I'm not going to make it, but I'm going to be about where I said, about a 10.8, 10.9, 10.10 as I go over the bridge, I think. We've got the slight right, just coming up by the church. And now we're there, and we are exactly what I expected to be. But unfortunately, we're a touch down on what I said actually. Unfortunately, we're not on a sub 10. So I wonder if that is halfway. I'd like to know. I'd like to know exactly what the halfway point is. That would be really useful. Although, to be honest, the halfway point would be a little bit misleading because the track is slower on the first half than the second half for certain. It's like when you get into the mountains, there's a lot of very long straights up there, and really quite shallow bends that you can take at high speed. Whereas towards the beginning of the track, it's a bit, it's a little bit more difficult. It's a bit more windy, and a bit more built up as well. So you have to be a little bit more careful. Not that crashing into a field in a mountain isn't equally as dangerous. Right, we're about to get to the van. We're not on a sub 11. We wanted a sub 11 there, so we're about 15 seconds over what we wanted to be. So come on, Danny, you got to push this. No slowing down for these corners here, that's for sure. Oh shit! Maybe you should have slowed down a touch. Oh, I'm starting to sweat. The Hegarty never sweats. That was close. Take advantage of that lay-by. That was perfectly positioned, wasn't it? I don't know if I'd know where to go on that point there if the drive line wasn't on. It's a bit open, isn't it? There's a couple of options for you. I'm not sure I'd go the right way. Bollocks! Right, there's some commotion going on outside. A lot of horns beeping, police sirens going off. Oh shit. Oh, this is where it's going to start and look really beautiful with the sun, with the rays of light coming through. But yeah, there's no driver line anymore. It's just shiny tarmac. We know where we are. We're at the gooseneck, 2 corners away. This left and then the sharp right. Ooh. Got no idea if I'm on target or not. I really wish it gave you like a delta of your time based on your best lap so far. I really do, that would be so useful. I'll tell you what, when the sun's shining on the road, them red X's coming up off the road is actually quite useful, whereas normally that's just really, really bloody annoying and very ugly. But when the tarmac is so shiny that you can't see a driver line, these red X's kind of do help a little bit. Slow down for Guthrie. Just give our sign of respect as we go around this bit nice and slowly. Lose ourselves maybe a second, but it's just the way it goes. Oh, more police cars have turned up outside. I don't know if the microphone's picking it up or not, but there's a load of sirens going off now. Something obviously is going on. I want to look out the window. I'm so fucking nosy. I want to go on the terrace and see what's going on. Look at the colours, look at the colours. Oh, it's so beautiful. $15.30. We're starting to switch to the other side. I'm not going to make a sub 16 at all on the bungalow. Excuse me. Come on, Daniel, you've got to push much harder than this. It looks like a nice lap, but the times aren't good enough. They're just really not. Maybe it's because this bike just hasn't got that little extra bit that the other one has. Got to be careful here. I've come off here a few times lately. Which is bloody ridiculous to come off on that corner, isn't it? But we're at the bungalow on about 16 minutes, so not a nightmare, but not what we wanted. Oh, I took the corner bad. That's my favourite corner and I did it bad. It's so nice when you sweep around that left and then come down the hill and then go underneath that little overpass bridge thing. I don't know whether it's a footbridge or what. It's quite small, isn't it? But yeah, that's very, very nice, that bit there. Well, it does make me wonder what my lap time might have been if I was in Xavier Dennis's CBR 600 that is very slightly faster than this one. It's got slightly better specs down the board, and I do think it gives you a slightly better time than this bike does. I reckon this morning works pretty good, doesn't it? With the sun hiding the driver line. And you know what though? Bollocks! I haven't been paying any attention whatsoever to my brake points. I said I was going to. I need to learn it. Oh, the scenery is so nice. It really is. It's nice when you go when you fall off and you just start to go slow. It gives you a bit of chance to look around and appreciate the actual game, as opposed to just having to stay focused on the road. Appreciate the amount of work that's gone into the scenery. We're on 18 minutes. That's not enough. That is not enough. That corner's got to be a sub 18 minutes. We ain't going to get a sub 20. It's going to be close. But it's been a very, very enjoyable lap in the sunshine. I can't wait to be able to turn this drive line off altogether. And one of the nice things about replaying this game is because it is a real track, and they are bringing out version number 2, you're still getting experience of driving a real track. I know that applies to almost all racing games, really, where you're driving on an actual track that exists. But it just feels different because of the nature of what track it is, because it's the Isle of Man TT. So, yeah, there's just something special about it compared to, you know, driving around most tracks. I think it's because it's built up as well. It's like most, say if you play Formula 1, most of the tracks, apart from Monaco of course, it's just like a bloody field in the middle of nowhere with a racetrack on it with no distinctive beautiful scenery to look at, which is why I like Prague so much on Forza Motorsport, because that's different. But Prague is not a real track. Oh shit. Whereas this is a real track, and that makes it much more special. Right, so we definitely haven't got what the, I don't know how to do a restart or anything. How do I restart my bike? Fuck. There. Oh, I've never had to do that before. Right, we've totally ballsed up the end, which makes it definitely over 20 minutes. I don't think it was going to be under 20 minutes anyway, but it was a very, very enjoyable 20 minutes and 7 seconds, 5 seconds, 20 minutes and 5 seconds. Oh, quite a lot off. I need to get back on Xavier Dennis's bike. I do think that I'm faster on that. Well, I am faster on that. We know that because we've just seen. So that's 20 minute 5. Let's have a look at the wait for it to send. We look at the leaderboards. Hopefully RMA falls back on there. I'm number 4,870 with my 1939. Right, so let's pop over to friends and see if... no, he's not. So, RMA4, you're still not on here. I really don't know why, but as I said, when I don't know if I said or not. Could have been on something I didn't upload, but when I look at you on my friends, it doesn't show me any of your games. It says this person has not played any games. It's almost like you've got your profile switched to some sort of setting where other people can't see what you do. I didn't even know if that's an option, but yeah, I don't ever see you on here. But this is where you should be. You said you just use one lap. Whoops. But yeah, you're not on here. Right, Sausage Miyagi, 15:20. That's so fucking quick, isn't it? I wonder which CBR 600 he was on, whose it was. So 4860, 1939. I might download, let's have a look at it. Joey Dunlop's, right, let's have a look at Mr. Dunlop's bike. Manage gaming add-ons. Installed, ready to install this. I'll kind of look at them in the store from here. Oh, Steam Microsoft Store, that's good. Come on, hurry up. Right, let's have a look at Joey Dunlop's bike. Oh, we don't need to watch this. Right, King of the Mountain, £2.39. Does it just unlock Joey Dunlop? I have no idea what it does. I'm hoping that's what it does. Look at it, it's beautiful. Right. Oh, it's a Fireblade. Right, my mate used to have a Fireblade. He had a Hornet as well. Right, the Fireblade, tribute to Joey Dunlop, livery as John McGuinness. Well, hang on then. So you don't actually get to be Joey Dunlop? That's shit. Oh, that's what I was expecting. So you're riding as John McGuinness in a tribute to Joey Dunlop's livery. A message from nearby coder 8233. I normally have all that shit turned off. They come up way too often, but when I'm doing, let's have a look at it for a change. I'll answer your message now and never look in here. This is somewhat unusual. Right, 99 plus unread messages. Blah, blah, blah. Messages from people just now. Hi. Is that it? Just hi. Right, not even a question. Hi. Right, job done. See, I've answered a message. I do them sometimes. Oh look, Barbed Python 853 said the same thing. I think that's the same person with two different profiles. Look, similar sort of name, weird number at the end. That it might not even, I bet, right, ages ago, someone sent me a message on the Xbox, but I was in England and my Xbox was here. My wife was watching Netflix, and this is the reason I originally turned off all of my notifications. So anyway, a message popped up and I can't remember who it was from, but it was kind of like a flirty sort of thing. And she went fucking apeshit at me, and she thought that I'd been like sort of cheating and talking to girls on the Xbox. And I was like, what are you talking about? I don't even know who this person is. So I replied to it, and then it came back with another message. I bet that's what this is, and I bet it's what that one was as well. Right, I'm going to reply, and I'm just going to say hi. I bet it replies back, really. If you are nearby coder 8233, I'm sorry for doubting you, but I'm just going to say hi. And I bet now it says, hi, I'm just lonely and wanted to chat. I saw your profile. And all that kind of shit. And then it'll say, I'm just looking for a guy online or a girl, I'm not fussy, right? That's the way the conversation goes. And it's obviously a bot which then tries to make you either go to a website or just do something anyway. So I said to her, look, it's not a real person, it's a bot. So I did what I'm doing now to show her that it weren't real. And it took a lot of persuading to convince her that it was not an actual person that I was trying to have an affair with. It was some computer program that was trying to manipulate me into doing something that would cost me money. There you go. I messaged you randomly because I was hella bored of watching Fortnite streams on here. Right. I can't be arsed. By the way, how old are you? I'm 326. You? Where's my fucking question mark? How do you get question marks? There we go. I think she'll think I meant 32. Right. It's now going to say something along the lines of, I was bored, just wanted to chat to a guy or a girl. Hee hee hee. I bet it does. Right, I'll say why. But it's definitely a bot, isn't it? We know it's a bot. But yeah, this happened before, and I weren't going to reply to it at all. I just ignored it. I only replied to it so I could show my wife that it was not a real thing, even though it took a lot of convincing to try and show her that it wasn't a real thing. And then weirdly, my niece and nephew, the same thing happened to him. So the same thing, not my niece and nephew, they're not dating. That'd be really fucking weird. Right, my niece and her boyfriend, the same thing happened to him. He got one of these type of messages that were dead flirty and everything on his PlayStation, and she saw it and she got really funny about it, thinking that he was chatting to someone when it was really just a bot. But anyway, that's what I think this is. Maybe I didn't answer something that it liked. Yeah, I definitely don't think that's a real person. And I'll guarantee you that this here, this other hi, is the same. Another bullshit, not real person. Yeah. Just automatic messages coming back from something that is not real in the slightest. I'm 22, female, what you're up to? Right, I'm up to telling people on YouTube that you're a bot. Telling, whoops. Yeah, it's up there, look. Tell. Where's my, oh there it is. I was thinking, where's the writing going? I can't see anything. Telling, folk, quite old-fashioned, whoops, on YouTube, that you're a bot. Right, that's what I'm up to. I'm telling people on YouTube that you're a robot. And that's not the way you spell watcher up to. Watch. She needs an A on there. I'm 22F, what you up to? Telling folk on YouTube that you're a bot. I bet she'll now say something about you as bored. But at least you're a famous bot. Well, not really famous. I haven't got that many followers. If one day I have a lot of followers, you'll be a famous bot, right? But at least your, yeah, there it is. At least you're a famous. I think they're triggered to. Whoops. Why have I got capital letters? Oh, because I've put a full stop. I think they're triggered. I wonder if that was a gunshot that just happened outside. There was a lot of commotion going on earlier. It might be. I think bots are specifically triggered to we'll have this famous sunglasses wearing person. If you say the word bot, I think they're automatically programmed to say stuff like they're not a bot, as in that thing there. Anyway, that's enough chatting to the bot. Right, fuck off. We're buying Joey Dunlop. We're not though, are we? That's the problem. We're not buying Joey Dunlop at all. We're buying someone we've already got. We're buying John McGuinness. Let's see what people have said about it. It's only like a couple of quid. I should just buy it. I'm going to look at reviews first. I bet a lot of people have said it doesn't work. Right, just a skin. It's more a skin for McGuinness's bike. Don't expect anything extraordinary. The game is the best road racing game out. So far, full 5 stars. The legend is back where he belongs. But he's not, is he? Because it's not Joey Dunlop that you get. It's just a bike with his on it. And I use cockpit helmet view anyway. Where is it? It's installed, but there's nothing in career mode. Right. I was really excited about buying it, but I don't think I will now. Oh, bloody hell. Where's she gone? Oh, yeah. There she is. Oh, I was watching random talk shows on Twitch, but now I am so bored. Go and play with your fucking robot fanny. Yeah, do that. So, I have an idea if you're up for a little fun. Let me put on my computer cam for you 1 sec. Do you like to watch? What? Robot fanny? No thanks. Whoops. I'm all over the place. There we go. Right, you can imagine when this happened before, and when it happened before, it didn't just say hi, it said a few things before there was any reply to it. So they popped up on the screen whilst my missus was watching Netflix, and she looked into the thing, and she was like, who's this that Steve's been talking to while he plays on his Xbox and I'm at work, he's been talking to girls. So she was absolutely furious, and she was almost saying, don't come, I was in England, she was almost saying, don't come back to England, and it took me so fucking long to calm her down. And I like, first of all, I didn't know what it was, so I didn't know what to say to her. But then I realised what it was, and I was like, this is just a fucking piece of computer programming. I says, look, I'll put some replies in, and what it's going to do is say, come and watch me, or do this or whatever, and oh, by the way, you've got to validate your credit card, or that sort of bollocks, which is exactly what it's doing. So if you get a lot of conversations that start off like that, oh no, these are actual real conversations, aren't they? Let's go into this bit. So yeah, this type of thing, absolute bollocks. Is Coffee Fish, I like that logo though. I don't know if this is a real person or not. If you are, hello Coffee Fish. I've got no idea if that person's real or not, I really don't know. What are you doing? That's a real person. Hey, that's a real person, that's a real person. These are real persons. Oh yeah, look, Aramayful sent me a message. What does it say? I know that you don't really read these, but welcome back. Ah, I've read this one. There you go. You're right, I don't normally read them. Want to play Conan? Hey Katumi. The gents over in the club are probably wondering where you are. I think that's what that might say. Hi Katumi, what's up? Love your vids. Cheers. Where you been? Oh, I've got another message from the bot. Hey dude, I'm good. Watch your videos. Mike? Not always, no. Hello, just watch your video, Hello to all these people that are real. Right, let's see if Robot Fanny is sending me a website address yet. Your mum is a robot. Oh, I was going to say something about my dad's vibrating penis, but we're going to a dark place, so I think I'll shut this video down. My mum is a bot. See you later, amusing bot. Take care. Right, that's enough of her. Shall I buy this thing or not? I never ever use bloody John McGuinness anyway. So if it's John McGuinness's Fireblade with that livery on it, oh, let's have a look at it. It's just a tribute to him, isn't it? I'm so disappointed that you're not getting Joey Dunlop. That's just not right. It doesn't cost hardly anything, but I can't justify buying it now. But you don't get anything else, that's it. Nothing else at all, just a livery, that is it. Which I'm not going to see because I do helmet view. So it's got to be a no, unfortunately. Right guys, hopefully some of my games will actually finish downloading soon. Let's see what other people like. I think Ride 3 seems to be a bit overpriced. And what annoys me about these digital games is the old ones never go down in price. They really don't. So, anyway, let's just see if the bot's got anything else to say before we go. Oh, is she gone? Right. Go to gamerxo.com. If you go there, it should connect you to my webcam. Better not record me. Don't worry, I won't. Man, I'm bursting out of my trousers with excitement. I can't wait to get there. Woo! Give me caps. Oh, what a stupid thing. Yeah, I couldn't resist it. What emoji goes with fap time? Oh, we can do right button. Oh, there aren't anymore. Is that it? Is that all the emojis? Oh, there's some more down here, look. Right, we'll have that one. Then we'll have... Oh, let's have a look. We'll have that one. Then we'll have that one. Then we'll have this one. Then we'll have that one. There we go. Fap time emojis. Have a lot of that. Right, see you later, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.